Okay, this is Lori, also known as Inspired Act, and I'm not quite finished here, but for some of the earlier videos I showed what a mess this side yard was, and I've done a lot. I have, as you can see, gravel down. It's not all the way finished, though. You can see I still have to put some more gravel down. My 4 raised beds, which are in, and then what you see right here, aren't I a good cameraman? My brother gave me, you see this? This is actually a soaker hose. He gave me a ton of it. And then I had, before, you can see this, it's a big tangled mess, honestly. But this is like that drip irrigation stuff. And this is what I had. I used to have, instead of all these 4 little raised beds, I used to have one big, large one. And I had to move it out because if you look over here, which you probably can't see, by the way, these are volunteer butternut squash that come up every year. But through there is a hole, and that's where the drainage needs to go. And the raised beds were the big raised bed was blocking it, so I had to pull out the raised bed. You're listening and looking at like the most boring thing because there's really nothing to see. But anyways, I had to pull out the raised bed, dig a trench, fill it in with gravel, then put 4 new raised beds in so I can walk in between. And so now this is what I have. Now, during the process of me working over here, and this is actually where the old compost pile used to be. It was right over here. And now I have butternut squash that has been growing. And the reason why is if you see that black hose, that is my sprinkler system. And I had tapped into my front yard irrigation system through drip irrigation. And I added a line. And so, and it's going off right now. I can hear it. Oh my gosh. So anyways, because I've been leaving this hose just lie on the ground, it has, you can even see, look at the little baby butternut squashes. But you know what? My whole side yard was filled with pumpkins and butternut squash for the past few years. It just grows like a weed, and I can't get rid of it. And there's so many of them that they just... Look at, I want to show you another little guy in here. I just saw him earlier. They're just so tiny right now. Oh, bad camera. But anyway, so they're super tiny. There's another one growing. Right there. Isn't he cute? And I've never had them grow up of, this isn't even really a trellis. It's actually a tomato cage thing. But I'm trying to move it up. I'm talking way too much, but anyways, I just don't want to kill it because it's just right here and it's growing naturally and without any effort on my behalf, so I'm just letting it sprawl out, and it's just doing so great because the soil right here is so fertile from before. But you can see in here, this is like a little tomato that must have come up, but it's not going to ever do anything because it doesn't get enough sun because it's being drowned out by this big squash, like you can see right there. There's another poor little tomato that's begging for some sunlight. So I could try to move it and try to see, but honestly, we're approaching the winter season, so I don't expect too much. Oh, there's another one I can see right here, another little tomato plant. So anyway, the other bum deal is right here. Those are just weeds that I had pulled out from over here. But this had little seedlings in it, and while I was gone, I had the kids water it for me a few times a day. Well, they forgot about it, and so all my little seedlings died. So I'm starting again, and yeah. So that's what I've got going on. So I need to figure out how I'm going to use this because I'm gone a lot, and the kids are not able to always water it. So I thought about making plastic covers to just lay on top of these things while I have little seedlings. But I know there's a million ways to do it, and I'm just going to work with some of the supplies that I already have. Like I said, I have this hose and soaker hose and drip hose, and then I have this hose right here, and I don't know, but I need to work something out in here. So maybe I'll show you guys what I end up doing. But right now it is, well, we're like September 30th, 2008. And this is just this area that you're looking at. Bear with me, I'm a bad cameraman, I admit it. But this whole area, from wall to fence, is only 9 feet. And I think it carries on out through here. Well, gosh, each raised bed is a 4x4 raised bed. So it's at least, I think this area is at least 20-something feet. Well, it'd have to be, because there's like 18-inch walkways in between each of the beds. And this is a little, I don't know what that's called, an arbor that I was going to put right here as you walk into this little side yard area. But this is put on the south-facing part of my home, so it gets a lot of sun all day long. And that wall is great because it shades the sun from the west. So anything that doesn't get too intense right here, but it does get most of the sun, so this is my hot side of the yard. So anyways, I've got some work to do, but I just wanted to show you, this is what I'm playing around with. I still have to, like I said, still have to finish putting the rocks down, putting the arbor up, figuring out that drip irrigation thing, and I don't know, we'll see what ends up happening with those butternut squash. But thanks for watching, guys. This is just my backside yard. Bye.